army's fighting capacity, allow it to kill more rebels and Russian soldiers, generating a backlash in Russia and ultimately forcing the Russian president to the negotiating table. Evidence points in a different direction. If we follow the recommendations of this report, the Ukrainians won't be the only ones caught in an escalating military conflict with Russia. In the jargon, escalation dominance in Ukraine. Whatever move we make, he can match it and go further. She writes a long, impassioned op-ed in the Washington Post that somehow passes the notice of Mr. Schiff and his Democrats, strongly opposing aid. Here we have the Brookings Institution, the Obama Doctrine in Ukraine, and as regards the 2-year-old conflict between Ukraine and Russia, this is March 2016. President Obama said Ukraine is a core interest for Moscow in a way that is not for the United States. He noted that since Ukraine does not belong to NATO, it is vulnerable to Russian military domination, and that we have to be very clear about what our core interests are and what we are going to do to go to war, quote, unquote. It's hard to dispute these points, they point out, except that the president set up a straw man, that president being Obama. The United States could have done more to help Kiev resist the Kremlin's aggression without a war with Russia. Here we have the New York Times, and this is dated June 25th. It's escalating in Ukraine. A bipartisan coalition in Congress is defying Obama and European allies for pressing the administration to provide weapons to the embattled nation. The push for lawmakers to arm Ukraine's beleaguered armed forces threatens to open a rift between the United States and key allies, especially Germany and France. Germany. Ring a bell? What's the president say, according to Ron John? Hell, Germany needs to step up and help pay, too. At a time when the Obama administration has been working to demonstrate unified support for extending authorized legal military aid for Ukraine, has gone to the White House